I'm asking you questions. You can help me by answering the questions. Officer, I need your name and badge number, please. It's Officer Miller. Officer Miller, I need your name and badge number.
You better get out of
Officer Miller, I need you to follow the law. You understand that? You understand that, officer?
We have an absolute banger for you guys. Welcome back, folks. Today's video comes to you by way of Terri Roach. What he does in this video is absolutely necessary. Cops sometimes think they're above the law. They're supposed to follow the same laws that we get in trouble for. Let's check out this video. We'll pause for comments and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end.
Howdy, officer. Yes, sir. I need your attention for a moment, please. If you'd come this way or I can come that way, whichever you'd prefer.
Come this way.
Thank you, sir. Listen, I believe you're the officer who pulled in the AT&T parking lot just a moment ago. About an hour ago, actually. Is that correct?
What can
I was behind. I'm asking you questions. You can help me by answering the questions. Officer, I need your name and badge number, please. It's Officer Miller. Officer Miller, I need your name and badge number.
You better get.
All right, folks, I forgot to remind you guys to go subscribe to his channel. I'll be dropping the links in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's get back to it.
Officer Miller, I need you to follow the law. You understand that? You understand that, officer? I have evidence right here of you following the law, of not following the law. My bad. I need to continue speaking with you. Are you aware of who I am?
You better stay out of my car.
Do you know who I am, sir?
Who are you?
I'm going to stand right here, and you can call your supervisor here. It could be Chief Babcock. It could be Commander Mullinax. It could be Commander Ross. It could be any of those.
Oftentimes we see cops speeding down the road with no emergency lights on. They turn and lane change without signal lights. They park in red zones. Sometimes they steal drugs from the locker rooms and sell them back to the streets. Don't believe me? Remember the movie McFarlane starring Kevin Costner? One of the runners from that movie later went on to become a Bakersfield police officer who would steal drugs from the locker rooms and sell it back to the people. He got caught and fired, and he was sent to prison. I grew up 15 miles from McFarlane. Several cops along with Demasio Diaz tried to become kingpins. Diaz went from the red carpet to the gray bar motel in just 9 days. After the movie came out and he thought he was famous, he got the attention that he really didn't want.
I have observed you on multiple... Listen to me.
Mr. Roach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right.
That's how we address each other. Let's start over. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. What I need you to do, let's make this real quick.
Okay.
I need you to follow the law.
Okay.
I've observed you on multiple occasions, and I have video evidence tonight of you going through multiple stops not using your turn signal. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Have you had anything?
Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Okay.
That's a question. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Have you had anything to drink tonight?
Well, I'm a human being. Every human being needs water. It's very difficult. Do you understand what I'm telling you about your turn signal use? Are we clear on this?
What can I help you with?
You can help me by answering questions. We've already been there. We're going in circles.
Okay.
Do you understand your responsibility to follow the law? And when a citizen interacts with you, you don't close the door and walk away. Are we clear on this, Officer Miller? Are we clear on this, Officer Miller? I'm not going to find you breaking the law in your driving again, correct? Correct? Do you understand what I'm telling you?
If you need to speak,
do you understand what I'm telling you?
Okay.
I am telling you, would you like to see the video evidence of you on multiple...
I'm about to get in my vehicle.
And I'm not going to prevent you from doing so.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm telling you, Officer Miller? Do you understand what I'm telling you, Officer Miller? I think you do. Don't let me catch you again breaking the law, Officer Miller. Are we real clear, Officer Miller? You're going to be driving away and you're not going to do it again. You understand me? Do you understand? That's right. That's why you're driving away. You will cease and desist from this criminal behavior.
All right, folks, and here are my final thoughts. This video brought joy to my poor little heart. If we let the cops get away with simple infractions, they'll think they can get away with stealing drugs from the locker rooms and sell it back to the streets. We have what's called people discretion. We can choose to do nothing, or we can choose to hold them accountable. I've done this before. In Los Angeles, we caught a bike cop speeding through a parking lot, and we let him have it. He was a 3-striper to top it off. My son, San Joaquin Jr., pulled over a cop once for speeding. That was a great video as well. But Terri Roach could possibly have one of the best videos regarding this. He did not let this cop go without being put on notice. That's the best warning for speeding I've ever seen, and it didn't come from a cop. If only we could ticket and arrest bad cops. I don't see why we can't do that if we have video proof of them committing crimes and infractions. The least we can do is put their patterns of behavior on display on YouTube for the world to see. That way there's undeniable proof that cops have become lawless. The only cops that seem to get busted these days are the ones that are on camera. So if we the people ever want to create a better and safer world for ourselves, we need to record the police. The people are waking up in droves. And the only way that I'll ever back the blue is if I'm pushing them into a corner where they can't run and hide from a camera. And with that being said, I want to thank Terri Roach for vehemently holding that cop accountable. This video was a banger. I want the world to see how powerful they really are when they stand up and take the power back from this rogue government. Before you go, we're going to give you the First Amendment of the Constitution. You have the freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, and freedom to petition your government for redress of grievances. And these documents were not written to give you your rights. You were born with natural rights. The amendments, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution was written to limit the scope of authority that government and cops have over we the people. The sooner you know that and understand that, the better off you'll be. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.